This is Sunday, January 31st, 2021. Since we are in the years of COVID, I have put on my medical outfit. I am currently in City Life 2, which has been acting extremely glitchy. The first thing I'm going to do, or that I have actually already done, is go to Settings and double check what I have here. I do like visibility. I have friendly fire show coordinates. I am in creative mode. I do have tile drops so that if I want to switch to survival, there are certain blocks that I may want to keep. I do have immediate respawn. I have played this game multiple times when it first came out, approximately in May of 2020. I have not gone back to this game since about the end of May or early July 2020. This is my first time back, and I am seeing in YouTube that there are numerous problems with this City Life 2. I suspect that this has started with the 1.16 point subsequent numbers, 1.16 point whatever numbers come after that. I think this is when the problem started. So one of the remedies that we usually do when this happens is to go back and reload a whole new fresh, re-download the template from the marketplace. Well, guess what? City Life 2 is no longer at the marketplace. So I cannot re-download it. So I'm going with what I have. I'm going to try once again to see what happens in this game. I have activate cheats, keep inventory, which usually means keep everything in your inventory, and I have also disabled command blocks because I have found command blocks which will put this back into survival mode if I don't disable them, and I will show you that in just a moment. I am saving frequently in this game. Let me go back. Resume game. Okay. So I am back in the approximate original entry point into this game, City Life 2. So I'm going to come back over here, which is Welcome to City Life, select a location to spawn. So of course when you press the button, there has to be something behind the button to be able to teleport you to these various locations in the City Life 2 game. So I have peeled back some of the blocks that were in front of these first two command blocks that you see here, and I have peeled back and opened up and peeled away some blocks, and I have removed game mode S, which means game mode survival, from rows of the blocks below. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4 game mode survival command blocks, and I took the command away. And now of course anything else that works with command blocks anywhere else in this game, the command blocks will not work. I have also taken the survival command, the command that was in the line here, command input, game mode S for survival at P, which means at player. So I have removed that. It is entirely possible that there are commands in the .mech function, .mc, function. It is possible that there are commands in multiple mech function files that are encrypted, so there's nothing I can do about that. I have put a grass block with a sunflower so I will know north, south, east, and west. I can figure that out from here. So that is how I started out. So now I'm going to come over to another area, and some of this does not load very well. You can see the spots that aren't filling in as I fly over them. It's laggy. We're flying over the port. I am going to the mansion area. I have been working probably for several hours now to replace some of the maps that have disappeared, like about 308 maps on a map wall of this entire world, which has totally disappeared. So I started kind of back in this area and started replacing. I have my numbering system, which I have written down in my notes for what I did. So I'm keeping my original map numbers. I will usually make a map, go to an anvil, rename the map to the number that I want it to be, and sometimes to what it actually is. And in this case, it's the house of one of my co-players. So I've kind of replaced some of that. I've actually replaced some maps here that I don't have handy at the moment. Then I made shulker boxes and put in some of my map replacements and put that back where that small command block chamber was, in hopes that if this game crashes, when I reopen it again, I don't lose the 3 or 4 hours of work that I have put in just today, not counting yesterday when I spent hours trying to figure out what was wrong with this game. Okay, so here's and you can see how glitchy this is. It's not smooth. It's glitchy to handle. I don't like jerky, laggy things. Here is the racing arena, so I have restored that. I have made maps. I just don't like this jerkiness. And this is not the only game that does that. There are many new games in Minecraft that have the same lack of control. So this is a big shopping mall area. If I can get it to stay still long enough, maybe if I go very slow, don't move the cursor. And we are on top of the big shopping mall. Next, I am going to teleport to what used to be my map wall, a big, huge map wall that was approximately 22 maps east to west and 14 maps north to south. So that's a pretty big map wall, like 308 maps. And we will see what happened while I was away from city life for about 5 or 6 or 7 months. I have opened up 1 or 2 other worlds that I created, and the same thing has happened. So what you should see in this area, this empty space here, this big empty space between these rock structures, you should see a big, huge map wall. And 2 or 3 other similar games that I have opened, created from City Life 2. Gone. Disappeared. And when I open games that I had backed up and saved from that time period, I exported the worlds, saved them. When I open them, it's the same thing. So usually when I do map walls in a world, then if I do create subsequent games, I will rename it with a different name, so I might have several different worlds that started out with one original game, and that is one of the things that has happened here. Gone. So now I am going to try to make the structure for another map wall, and that will lead us, perhaps, we will find out if that leads me back to the same terrible glitch. One of the terrible glitches. Fill. 1, 1, 1, 2. 6, 6. Minus 2, 4, 8. 1, 1, 3, 2. 8, 6. Get ready. Minus 2, 4, 8. And here I am supposed to write in fence. And what's happening? What's happening? That is what happens consistently, over and over again. So now I am going to go back into Minecraft. For the past several hours, I have been very careful to avoid the fill command because of the disasters that I have previously had with this. And so here we go. Let's see, what do we have? So I am also doing this video in hopes that Pixel Heads will see this. I am in a Lenovo laptop, Windows 10, Better Together, Minecraft Bedrock, whatever any of the fancy names. So Let's see, do I have inventory? What do I have? I have my shulker boxes. I still have maps. It looks like I do have in my inventory exactly what I had before. So let's go back to the mall. These maps are still here. That's good to go. Let's go back to the mansion house. Those maps are still here. These maps are still here. I'm going to put a shulker box here also. There it goes. My next question is, when I go back into my list of games from May 2020, if City Life 2 has disappeared from the Minecraft Marketplace, if I had any additional City Life 2 games that were still here in this time period, would they still be here? Or when it disappears from the Minecraft Marketplace, does it also disappear from whatever a user has stored in these games from the past, in the default list that drops down? Not games that you have saved and exported to a different drive, but to wherever these games are, somewhere on a server at Microsoft, with maybe some sort of link in your user folder for Minecraft, but which cannot be opened from that user folder. So when City Life 2 disappeared from the marketplace, did it also disappear from any games that were saved back in this time period, as stored at whatever Microsoft does with the user games? That's what I want to know. Is that possible? And is that also why I may not be seeing whatever's going on and losing things and some of the glitches? What do you know? After another attempt to go back over old devices, old files, dig through the fine print everywhere, I found a City Life 2 from May 2020. So I tried opening that one, and guess what? I teleported back to the location. Here it is. This is what is supposed to be there. It's there. Now I have to figure out a way to keep this on local devices and local drives and out of the clutches of Microsoft, where it may disappear to who knows where, at the whim of Microsoft. Hopefully Pixel Heads will post something and let us know what is going on with City Life 2. When will it be back? And even more importantly, will it? That's all. Bye.